All right, the song was from Princess Bride, so I have to. All right. Good afternoon. Today's wedding will not be an ordinary wedding. At times it may feel like a typical ceremony, and the presentation might seem familiar. There will be vows, exchanging of rings, a kiss, and there will be a party. But today's event is anything but typical. Weddings are a celebration where invited guests, family, friends, loved ones come together to witness and show support for the union of two individuals who profess their love and commitment to each other. However, it is impossible to have an ordinary wedding when you include these two extraordinary men and their incredible love story. Before we get into all that, I'd like everyone to take a moment to reflect on their experiences with Nick, with Josh and Nick, with Nishua, Nick and Josh. Hopefully, as you reflect, you're smiling. When they were putting together their guest list, they definitely were. You are all here because of your unique role in who they are, and you're here to help celebrate who they will continue to become together. On behalf of Nick and Josh, thank you for being here to share in this joyous occasion to celebrate their love. When Josh asked if I would marry them, I was honored. As a parent, for those of you who don't know me, I'm Mike, I'm Josh's stepfather. So as a parent, I was honored. You want the best for your children. You try to guide them. You hope they'll make good choices. You hope they'll make good friends. You brag about them. You pray you won't screw them up. You try to instill the best parts of yourself and hope they don't pick up on any of your character flaws. You have big dreams for your kids. But when they choose to include you to be part of the dreams that they have for themselves, that is the greatest joy a parent can have. Joanne and I are very proud of you both. For those of you who don't know their story, for those of you who know their story, sit tight, we're going to get everybody else caught up. If Hollywood scripted this story, Andrew Garfield would play the compassionate, witty, and driven Nick, preparing for a night out with friends. Meanwhile, Bruno Mars would play the energetic, witty, and loyal Josh. These are their selections for each other. And to be fair, Nick said there were not a lot of choices for Filipino actors, and Rob Schneider didn't like it too. So we're going to go with Bruno Mars. The plot unfolds with Nick and Josh meeting under the typical circumstances. The Supreme Court had just ruled to overturn Section 3 of the Defense of Marriage Act, effectively stating that the ceremony we are conducting today is legal, and any opposition to such is unconstitutional. In response, Nick and Josh did what any red-blooded American gay would do. They went to downtown Disney to celebrate this decision at House of Blues, Club Lucky, which is a monthly gay nightclub. The cast members get in free. Shout out. Okay. However, Josh and his friends have been doing some serious pre-game activities, and although they were briefly introduced through friends of friends, Josh was not allowed into the club that night because his friend was too drunk, and Nick and Josh's relationship would have to wait. This is the part in the movie where the musical montage plays and All By Myself is in the background. And finally, 1 month later, the pair returned separately to Club Lucky. Queen's Somebody to Love plays, and as the song builds, the two of them find themselves together on the dance floor. At least that's how I picture it when they described their first meeting. From there, a text, "Hi, it's Nick from the club." A response, some witty banter about Lord Voldemort through JP's cell phone, because Josh had ruined his. And finally, their first date was to a movie, where Nick's co-workers got first look at the pair. Followed by a trip to Disneyland, to which Angie said, "Are you sure he's worth a sign-in?" True story. From there, life together. Late night conversations, more late night meetings, trips to and from Santa Barbara, trips to Disneyland, movies, Starbucks, Nick's graduation, more movies, moving in together with Shane, nerd spacing, moving in together with Shane, Rourke, and Tammy, trips to Florida, trips to Vegas, trips to the river, trips to the Caribbean, and then a broken arm. Josh broke his arm while snowboarding with Alexa. Shout out, Alexa. The steadfastly guarded and independent Josh was forced to slow down and accept help from a doting Nick, which caused Josh's mother to say, "He doesn't need me anymore. He's taking care of everything." This unlucky break was the catalyst that took their already solid, independent, competitive, playful relationship and added a layer of depth based on mutual respect, admiration, and companionship. Josh faked a proposal on April Fool's Day 2017 and nearly ruined what was actually planned for 9 days later. Nick proposed on April 10th, 2017, and now Nick, who is drawn to Josh's sense of adventure, and Josh, who loves that Nick keeps him grounded and pushes him to be a better person. Here they stand, presenting themselves to be married today, surrounded by you, the people they love the most. All right. Marriage is a beautiful thing, but like most things of value, it takes work. Oftentimes people enter marriage with a Burger King mentality or an attitude of have it your way. I'll tell you that a successful marriage means caring more about your partner's needs than your own. It's a delicate balance of shared vision and reasonable compromise. This balance is difficult because we're wired towards selfishness, self-reliance, and self-preservation. So what is marriage and why marriage? Well, marriage is the union of two individuals who continuously choose to pledge their relentless, unyielding commitment to each other. Nick and Josh don't take lightly that the beginning of their relationship was marked by an event surrounding a decision to make today's ceremony possible. And again, they're grateful for the love and support that they've received from you, helping them get to this point in their story. When people get engaged, there's plenty of unsolicited advice. We've all heard it. Don't go to bed angry. Say sorry if you don't mean it, even if you don't mean it. People don't change. Do what makes you happy. Love is all you need. When life gives you lemons, make lemonade. The point is, there's a lot of advice out there. And after 19 years of marriage, I found something that works for me, and it might help you both as you embark on your marriage adventure. Since you're both fairly eloquent people, my advice is an acronym. My tips for a successful marriage is to be a learner. This acronym can help you navigate rough waters and establish a solid foundation. So here we go. Learner, the L, is for love. If your actions and words are rooted in love, you're off to a great start. If you're no longer connecting, chances are you're not acting in love. Course correction is allowed. The E is encourage. If you make a conscious effort to encourage one another and you're constantly cheering your spouse on, they will generally be more confident, pleasant, and positive to be around. This makes life together easier. The A, adapt. Life will not always go your way. There will be unforeseen obstacles, roadblocks, insurmountable obstacles, but remember you're better together and adjust. When life gives you lemons, eat lemons. The R, respect. The famous late philosopher Aretha Franklin said, "What you want, you know I've got it. What you need, you know I got it. All I'm asking for is a little respect when you come home." R.E.S.P.'s. It's easy to treat the ones we love the worst because we